Hey yo, how you doing, guys? It's 2/5 of them boys. It's me, the 1AJ, Anthony Jordan.
Me, Dan the wrestling fan that loves this wrestling.
Yeah, he does. He does. We do love it, guys. So you know what it means if we're here, and you can tell by the green color, it's got to be Eve Riot Girls. Yeah, this was a fun show. It was
Let's
actually
go for the
3/5 of them
green.
boys that was in attendance. Big Tone, speedy recovery to you, bro. He's currently out at the moment, but Big Tone will be back, and the zone we will be back in for sure.
First and foremost, we went to an Eve show. What seats did we have this time?
Hey, front row. We weren't standing this time.
We were
We weren't
standing. We had seats and good seats.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were back in the ministry zone, as it were. Comfy, seated, and yeah, props to Eve for the signage. For the signage. Let everybody know what time it is. The MO Dub is in his ass. Yeah, front row. Perfect view of the ring. And you needed a good view for this one because it was all kinds of awesome. Okay, so we started off with our first match, which was Hard Up North versus Lou Wave. Yes, guys, we are talking the team of Lucia Lee and Aluna versus Hard Up North, which is, of course, your tag team champions, Harley Hudson and Lucy Sky. Great match to kick off the show. Look, Hard Up North are your new tag team champs. They didn't put the title on the line, but they still deliver the fun. We had a nice little back and forth on this one. I'm liking this team of Lou Wave. They've been doing the circuit quite a bit. We got to see them at the Wrestle Queendom, and we saw them here. And yeah, I've seen them at a few other shows. They're doing some good bits. And this new team of Hard Up North also doing some good bits. Not very popular with the crowd, but they know how to ride up the crowd like nobody's business.
Yeah, you all know I'm a heel fan. But it's never the heel fan. It's just when you go to a house show, you can hear the wrestlers talk. Hard Up North, they give me the most jokes. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, sorry about the accent. Sorry, what they're going on. You got them Liverpool chants that you want to make at them, like you're the bad guy, so we're gonna insult where you're from. No offense to Liverpool, so we tried to put them chants in. Yeah, check us to be standing next to the group of Liverpoolians. So like,
I remember where I can't say, you're like, shh, the guy offended. The guy next to us got offended.
Like, I have no problem with Liverpool, but it'll rile them up to just involve. So yeah. Flipping love this match, and that team is becoming one of my favorite tag teams.
Yeah, look, it's one of those things that to me, when they were in that melee the last time, I was like, okay, I see where we're going with this. But to see them win the titles and still go on, and obviously, I mean, once you win the title, you're not going to split up, are you? But they've got a lot of character. They know how to rile up the crowd. They work well together as a team. They put a beatdowns down. However, it wasn't enough because Lou Wave did end up taking the victory on this one. So, look, as I always say, and as I said, both teams are doing really well. When a team pin some champions, that should only mean one thing. It's not been announced yet, but I'm only can imagine that a title match should be on the line. Will Lou Wave be able to take it, or will it still be Hard Up North? Time will tell. But congratulations to Lou Wave on that one, and commiserations to Hard Up North. But I'm sure this is not the last we see of the tag team champs doing their thing. That's for sure. Right.
Definitely.
It's not. I mean, on the official scale, there was on an unofficial scale, there was a good match that was probably match of the night, but it didn't exist. But we will talk about it later. On an official scale, this could quite possibly have been the match of the night. Sapphire Reed taking on Emerson Jane. Now, both of these two. Oh, I brought that up, but I have to mention something before that. Because there was another match, and there is no poster, guys. And honestly, if I tried to create the poster, it would be longer than the match itself. Nina Samuels came out with all her belts, and she had her assistant with her. And you know where I'm going with this. And out came Sky Smithson, who has found out that Nina would quite probably be the person behind it, and she was out for revenge, and she's out for a title match. Nina has already got a match, which we're going to highlight later. So Nina's like, I've got a match. You can't face me, Sky, and you weren't there. And Sky missed her chance of being the potential double champion of Eve because she was taken out at the previous show. So comes out Nina's assistant in the form of Abby Cartwright. Abby gets in the ring, and Sky Smithson warns her, I'm not in a good mood. This is a warning. Get out of the ring or feel my wrath.
And the crowd gassed her up. You can do it.
You can do
Nina
it.
gassed her up.
And you can do it. It was the slap to Sky Smithson.
And turn around and celebrated. Woo! Did you see I did it? Did you see what I did? The face was so brilliant. It was like we didn't even chant you up because everyone knew it was. I wanted to slap. Oh, you gonna die now? Ooh.
I've seen, and I will say, I quote it as my match of the year of last year was in Eve. That was a street fight. This was more brutal than a street fight. The beating that took that. I only felt sympathy for Abby Cartwright because Sky was not here to play, and the beatdown was horrendous. But the you effed up was certified. I'm still wincing at the beatdown. And within seconds, the pin took place. And then after the beatdown that took place from Sky Smithson, it was time that Sky was told, you will get a match with Nina, but you have to leave the arena for the night. Like, there are two people we know you're upset with. We need you to let the show go on. And that's when Nina's scheduled match took place as the champion took on the international star from Dublin, Mila Grace. Mila Grace, yeah. I was quite impressed by this. It's my first time seeing Mila.
Same here.
She brings it. She brings it. There's a lot in there. She's very, very talented. I'm gonna shout out Rest Things though, because I saw that they done a review of another show, another promotions. I'm not gonna mention it, but they were talking about Nina in that. And there's something they said, and I can't help but agree. Take away gender. There's nothing to do with male or female. Nina Samuels has to be one of the best in the UK. One of the absolute best in the UK.
100.
Like
100.
It's not even up for discussion. So this was a great match. But yeah, the result will always be the same when it comes to our Eve champ. Nina Samuels came out on top. But yeah, go on, sorry.
You got to give it for Nina. There's a thing. There's a reason I cheer for Nina, and it's not just because she's my queen, but it's also you get a rookie, you put them up with Nina, and Nina's going to give you a good match. You get someone coming in from overseas, you put them at Nina because Nina's going to give you a good match. You give someone new to your company coming in, put them at Nina. And this one, it started out going, we're just going to cheer for Nina because, we always do, even though she's the heel. And then, what do you know? It turned out to be a great match.
Awesome match.
And then, what was the competitor name again?
Mila Grace. I don't want to dismiss her in any form because her career might be long span. What you've got to understand with the ministry, guys, Den told us for the longest while, you need to do indie shows. But we still kept it very US. So we're kind of new to the UK scene and the international stars who do the indie scene. So while we're saying, like, it's our first time, she might have done many Eve shows and she might have done many shows across what have you. But for us, it was a first, and this was one heck of a match. And to while a lot of our reviews are in story, there is something that has to be said about Nina Samuels, 100%. Pulling back the curtain. It's not a curtain call like that click, but you could put Nina Samuels up against the Broom and she would make it look like the best match you've seen in your life. That is the testament of that. And I'm not saying that Mila hasn't got skills, because she does.
She has skills.
And she is awesome. All kinds of awesome. But yeah, Nina Samuels is one to be respected. Like, you can boo her all you want for the character, but never for her work. Absolute.
Maybe for the tiny hat. Tiny hat. Tiny hat.
No. But I'm not singing along because we are pro the Ministry of Wrestling.
Tiny hat, big head.
There are so many shots.
Love her.
Awesome
Love
match. Commiserations to Myla Grace. Congratulations, of course, to the ultimate champ, the She Won winner, the international winner, the heavyweight winner. That is Nina, multiple belts. So I think I heard
belts
9.
on belts
At one
on
point
belts
it
on
was 7.
belts.
It's belts for days when it comes to Nina Samuels, and rightfully so. Okay, guys. I brought up the image before as an accident, and I'll bring it back now. The probable match of the night, official match of the night, because there is an unofficial match we're going to talk about later.
Mm-hmm.
Sapphire Reed versus Emerson Jane. Now, this is a big match. Now, the match really didn't happen because upon arrival to the ring, Sapphire challenged Den. Sapphire challenged Den to a match. Den was
Love
up
that
there
girl.
giving it a cheer, and he was challenged to get in the ring.
Love that girl. She pushed my chest. We kind of had a falling out. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I think I need to. You know what? Next time invite me. I might just not go into the ring because I ain't that brave. I'm that stupid.
You know who you remind me of? You know that 50 Cent meme? And then he was like, F me. I'm like, F me? What did I do?
Yeah, what? Yeah. I actually said that. I was like, what did I do? And that's when I got the push. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Calm down. But yeah, love that. Love. Once again, we spoke about another wrestler earlier. This is one where just the facial expressions, I went, you can be way in the back and not hear what she's saying, but you can get the feeling, the facial expressions she does is just amazing.
Yeah, no, Sapphire is amazing. And there is a match I have to see. I know it's out there. Emerson Jane has the title of Queen of the Death Matches. Like she does death matches for days. But take that away. Take away any weapon. And between those ropes, maybe even outside the ropes, to be honest, because the match can't go out, you are in for a treat with Emerson. And there's this new move, this move that we saw, and I know all three of us were like, what is this? She gets Sapphire onto the middle rope, slides under, and suplexes her while out of the ring. And that is the mind blow that came from all of us. Like, what was that? That was all kinds of awesome. And when I say, I know it sounds so cliche that every match we're like solid back and forth. These two,
yeah, they were though.
But these two are such performers that the leverage it's not that you can say this one had the upper hand. There's no beatdowns that could take place in these two. That was for Sky Smithson and Abby Cartwright. This was a solid match. Like, as I said,
they had the crowd. They had me. It's like, you know, you go to these indie shows, you go, it's an indie show. They're not gonna go too hard. These lot went hard. There were some suplexes that were a little high. Like, oh gosh, you're like, that's real. No, that's real. They got beef. They have beef because that was a good punch. No, okay, no. Is it selling? Is it selling if you really got punched in the face? Exactly. It's just so good. And that's what I'm talking about. When you're watching a show so close and you're still going, I know it's entertainment, but at the same time, yeah. And they had that for the entire match. And there was points where you thought, this is finishing now. This is the end sequence. Oh no. They're just rolling onto another sequence. And it's just like, I think we got a This Is Awesome chance on this match.
Yeah.
And
yes, you're right. You are right. Yeah, I actually forgot.
On the indie show, you don't get it that often. You think you would get it every single match or something like that because, you know, we all real wrestling fans. But no, we only give it to the real. And if we give it to it once, you're like, we can't say it again because, you know, can't do it too much. This one got it and it deserved it. It should have got it twice, actually.
It got two of them, followed by when all the near falls kept going. Fight Forever. It was much of a match. That much of a match that you got a This Is Awesome and a Fight Forever. If you get those two in one match, you solidly put on. And that's what those two did. And ultimately, Sapphire Reed got the win, and congratulations on a very hard fought victory. Like, honestly, I hate to say match of the night, especially early on in the card or midway in the card, because it feels like you're diminishing the main event. They are great matches that come along, guys, but there was always going to be one that stands out and sticks with you, and that was this match.
Do you know what they did? They did what Shawn Michaels always tried to do. They go out and they stole the show.
Yeah.
The show was great. That's how you're gonna find out how good they were when you hear the other matches, how good the other matches were. But this one, and this is so early in the night. I love Eve. I love Eve.
It was big. It was big. Now, we talk about the official match of the night. What came next was there was an intermission. I have to stress there was an intermission. Had a good time, met a few people. Bought a brownie from Nina Samuels. And then comes the unofficial match. Then comes the unofficial match, and it's not that the Nina Samuels match made us hallucinate. No, it's not those kind of brownies. Oh, were they? No, not for me to disclose. But for copyright reasons, and you'll understand as I start to read it out, what I imagined. Do not look for Dan and Emily Reed. There is no suing to take place. This is a fantasy match by the MOW in an Eve arena. In an Eve arena, guys. So Triple H and Tony Khan and the creators of Where's Wally and everyone else, you're not allowed to sue, as well as Saban, because I didn't see a Power Ranger. But here we go, guys. We're gonna mention the names of who came in and who came out. Then I'll announce the winner, because it's just mad. Coming out first,
as Oscar the referee.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, to trick everyone at this one, because came out Oscar and we thought it was special referee, but Oscar came out, the referee, and they were like, "Oh, they got a special referee for this special match." No, it was a costume.
Yeah.
So
sexy Oscar, as she dubbed herself, Amira Blair. Then coming out for the second time in a row as this person. If you couldn't see it, it was seeing is believing. Sapphire Reed as John Cena, and a patch over the wig to represent the bald spot, which had the crowd in stitches. We then had Anita Vaughn as Triple H, giving us the full game entrance, the spraying of the water. It was all kinds of awesome. Lucy Lee then pops out as Where's Wally. I need to get an inside information, but it was not disclosed. But we had a Blue Ranger. Harley Hudson as but Vicky Pollard.
Yeah, but no, but yeah.
Luna comes out as Brendan White. Lucia Lee comes out as Gash Morgan Webster. Rain as Here Comes the Money, Rain O'Mac.
Had to keep that up the entire time.
Yeah. Lauren the Ref then came out. Then we had a few eliminations. Cassie Owens comes out as the Greatest Showman. Now, may I say, when Lucy Lee came out as Where's Wally, went into the crowd. We did not know where Wally was for the majority of the Rumble.
I did.
The winner for Best Dressed Costume has to go to, as much as everyone was doing their bit, and there was a great Rain O'Mac, Eve Heavyweight Champion Nina Samuels as Ivory is one of the greatest cosplays I have ever seen.
Because it was Ivory. I thought they booked Ivory.
It was ridiculously real. Instantly eliminated, may I say. Then Triple H gets a bit of an advantage in the ring. And, well, if you know your ins and outs of Eve, one of the producers of Eve is someone that Triple H says couldn't handle the grind. That person who couldn't handle the grind happens to be everyone's favorite bruv, Will Ospreay. So while the game is posing, Mr. Ospreay couldn't help but get involved to give us a bit of a DX chop followed by a pedigree. But again, this didn't happen. So Triple H, Paul Levesque, no suing.
No. At this time, we were all in a time vortex.
Yeah,
and we were watching it. And then as soon as the match over, we all came out and back to reality.
Not a thing came out.
What happened?
Yes.
Nothing happened at that point.
But everyone got eliminated, and ultimately, Casey Owens, who came out as the Greatest Showman, won. But
by beating Oscar.
Yes, of course, because Oscar the ref, not the official Oscar, but sexy ref Oscar, aka Mira Blair, was suddenly eliminated and then had to be. It was a bit weird. Did you see Oscar carry himself? I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah,
Oscar carried himself to the back. It was weird. It was so weird.
Lift me up.
Amira, if you
I had so much fun during this match. My cheeks started to hurt. Like, loving it.
From the minute Sapphire came out, and if you've ever been to a show and you hear people go Sapphire Reed, it's because they've seen her do the scene a bit. But her doing it again, I was like, oh, cool, she's doing it again. Remove the cap and see the ball patch. From that minute to the last second of this non-happening match, as you said, cheeks were aching, stomach was aching, and the Multiverse Rumble has to be seen in person, guys. I know it was online. I know it was on YouTube for free. Shout out to Eve for doing that. It better.
Because Waldo is running the crowd, running around behind you, hiding, and you're like, there's Waldo's now gone. And the best part is, end of everything, producer, none of that was canon.
It was a great night. Great. I've never done a Multiverse Rumble before. Again, we're new to the scene, but I will definitely attend another. Definitely attend another. Yeah, it's
100.
Congratulations to everyone who performed, and the winner for best cosplay has to go to Ivory, aka Neela Samuels. Ivory Samuels, that's what we'll call her. Right, guys. The next match was the main event. The one that made us buy a ticket the minute we saw it on the poster. Yes, I am talking about none other than Alex Windsor versus the returning Jaimie Hayter, the former AEW champion, the former Eve champion, as far as I'm concerned. Just what a moment. What a moment seeing these two clash. It was.
Got to say something as well. Eve had 500 plus people crammed in that space.
Yeah.
It was a packed arena. I don't think we were able to stand anywhere of a good spot if we didn't get the seats we got, because my God, it was busy.
But you know what?
Get there early. If you got there, get there early.
Is that, and this, I'm just saying this because if you are seeing this and you have a chance to buy a ticket, don't let this put you off at the thought of being standing. They have a good crowd, but they have a Tron. Eve is one of the few indie promotions I know that not only do they have a Tron that's there for the entrance, the screens actually show the matches.
Yes.
It's something that I've got so much love for. Like, I'm front row, I still look at the screen and it's got the timer. They'll tell you it's got a 30-minute fall, it's got a 20-minute limit. You're watching it. You are watching it to the... Oh, God, I remember that. Talking about the timer. During that match between Sapphire and Emerson, that was close.
The timer was coming down, innit? It was like, we got a minute. And everyone started going, it's going to be a draw. It has to be a minute. It has to be a draw because there's a minute left. So, that was anyway, we spoke about how good that match was.
No, we did. But no, Jaimie Hayter versus Alex Windsor. Look, maybe current Eve versus the Eve past. I don't know which way you want to word it, but two of the UK's greats. I think that's the best way to word it. Two of the UK's greats going on in an absolute barn burner. A barn burner of a match. They put on. Look, just because we had a match of the night and show stealers earlier on doesn't mean that this match was to be underestimated. Like, guys, you've watched AEW, you've watched Ring of Honor. Not that these shows are better than Eve, because Eve is all kinds of awesome when I say that. But these people have been on mainstream TV. Alex Windsor's been down to the States for Ring of Honor, for AEW. Jaimie Hayter's been at AEW. Look at the reaction she got for turning up at Wembley. Awesome match between these two. It was really telling that Alex wanted, her dream match was to take on Jaimie Hayter. But likewise, Jaimie Hayter was like, if there's someone I want to face in the UK right now, it's Alex Windsor. So this is like a dream match for both of these two. And with it being a dream match, you're going to give it your all. And that's what they did. Nothing was left in the back. They left it all in the ring. They left it all in the ring. It was a great one.
Again, Eve Eve Wrestling is such a great promotion because you think an all women's wrestling promotion, you have to remember back in the days, I'm in the time of, a women's match is on. Oh, that's a piss break. No, I don't want to talk about this. Best women's wrestler. No, I want to hear best wrestler because it's all just wrestlers anyway. And on this show, you get to see how good they are. And I don't mean how good the women are, I mean how good the wrestlers are. It was so good. Like every match tried to outstep another match, and they knew Jaimie was going to be there. So everyone's like, I want you to leave thinking about me. And then Jamie's like, okay, y'all think you got it.
But I've just come back, so you're not going to forget me either.
Yeah, you're going to, no, y'all put on a banger, but we're going to put on what? And Alex and Jaimie put on a show. It would have been match of the year if it wasn't for that one early that night.
Well, yeah. There's so many fun moments, and honestly, like pure props to him, and great match, absolutely great match. So yeah, but like awesome match. Ultimately, the comeback kid left home with the W. So congratulations to Jaimie Hayter on the victory on this one, but it took that much for Alex Windsor to win. Like it was that close.
There's space between my finger. You can't see it. There's nano micro.
Yeah.
It was a barn burner of a match, and I was like, man, I never see Alex Windsor win.
Well, yeah, listen, that will come.
Oh, but I'll give you something good. Something good that happened from this match. I got to cheer for Alex Windsor. I'm so happy I did, because every time I see Alex Windsor, I tend to be cheering against her, and it's nothing to do with her. It's just her opponents end up being some of my favorites. So then I end up cheering against her, and it's nothing. Well, but this time I got to cheer for Alex Windsor.
Look, I don't like to call out other promotions, so I won't when doing a show. However, the first time the Ministry really saw Alex Windsor, I've seen her down at an international show, which may have taken place in Newcastle. But then after that, on a UK front, she took on Dani Luna, who is honestly that's Ministry prime. That's the top of the top for the Ministry. Like it's very hard for us to. You won't find us cheering against Dani unless it's against Nina, in which case then we'll hold that flag, but we'll never find it there. But in that match where we were ultimately the Dani fans, it was against Alex Windsor, and we started off as FU Windsor people. But through those matches with Dani Luna and what we've seen at Eve, there is nothing but respect for Alex. That you have to kind of go like, let's go Windsor. But obviously, allegiances, I can't cheer against Dani. It's not in my DNA. Den cannot cheer against Nina. It's not in his DNA. It's very hard for me to cheer against Nina as well. But I've kind of become, in Eve, I am Mr. Windsor, with all respect to Mr. Ospreay. I'm not after a hidden blade when I say that. But
welcome, bro.
What'd you say, bruv? I saw what you done to Triple H, bro. I don't want none. I really don't. But you get the point of what I'm saying. I am an Alex Windsor mark so badly. So it's there, and that's what it's come to. But yeah, Ministry are down with Alex Windsor. So for Den, when he says that, it's not a I hate Windsor. It's just
no.
People he loves.
And we were in the minority because, everyone wants to cheer the big celeb, but
the returning star,
the returning home, big star. No. My big celeb at that day was Alex Windsor.
Was Alex
killing it?
Yeah,
killing it.
Big props.
And the thing is, I've only seen Alex Windsor. Yeah, I've seen Alex Windsor against some big stars, but held her own in this one.
Yeah. And Jaimie said it like, this may be my victory, but I want to run this back. We need to do this again. But with that came some interferences in the shape of a Nina Samuels, in the shape of I've been kicked out of the arena, Sky Smithson. Does it lead to all of Eve management and referees pulling back? Does it lead to Will Ospreay saying, you weren't meant to be here, stay back? That's my best impersonation. But yeah. And then comes the moment which we had called for last time, guys, but it's been made official this time. And yes, I'm very glad we got Alex versus Jaimie. But this time, guys, our wish from 2 shows ago has been announced. It is a triple threat match. It's not 2 out of 3 falls, but it is Nina Samuels, our double champ, versus Sky Smithson versus Alex Windsor. Guys, there are 2 falls in this match. The first fall is for the Eve Championship. The second fall is for the Eve International Championship. That means in a triple threat rule, not only does Nina Samuels not have to be pinned once, she doesn't need to be pinned twice. Nina Samuels can either walk out of this with nothing but the She Won Cup, she could walk out with everything, or it could be a case that Alex Windsor walks out with 1 title, Sky Smithson walks out with another, and Nina may be pinned twice or pinned never. Nina may not tap, she may lose her title. I think that's kind of deep, but I'm all over it. I love it.
That's messed up. No. I call for it, and now I don't want it.
You know when people tell you be careful what you wish for? This is the ministry. Like, we love Nina. We're not worthy. Oh, sugar. What did we ask for?
I'm like, you know what? But at the same time, it's Nina.
It's Nina. If anyone can come out, if anyone could come in as a champ and walk out as a champ, it's Nina Samuels.
However, and somehow put her belts on the line, but leave with an extra belt. Come on,
you know what I mean? Out of nowhere, the Eve inaugural championship out of nowhere would be created. Like, the unified Eve championship doing the Roman Reigns 2 titles on the first.
Oh yeah, that's right. I need to see 10 belts again. I need to see 10 belts again. You can't lose belts to make 10 belts. Come on.
That's the one. That's the one. But no, this is, if there are 2 people who could definitely take it out from Nina, it's those 2. So guys, one day before International Women's Day, women will be behaving badly. Once again, Nina Samuels, Sky Smithson, Alex Windsor. Now, from a person who went to WrestleMania last year, this feud has been simmering. You know when people say let them cook? This has been cooking. This has been cooking. From the time I went to this and Alex won that match and you knew that was going to lead to something, I brought the rest of the ministry with me, and we've just been seeing this feud building. We've seen Sky get screwed out of it. We've seen Nina come out on top. We've seen Alex get screwed. We've seen all kinds of implications there. It comes to a head now, and I am gutted that both of us will be working and not able to do this live. I'm signing up to Eve. I'm signing up to Eve because I need to see the outcome, and I can't just read the outcome to this one. I need to see the outcome to this because it's coming to a head. But guys, that is not the only match to get you excited for, because yes, also announced is the match of the Session Moth Martina taking on Miyu Yamashita. This is going to be a big one. And this is what, do you know, one of the things I love about Eve is the international flair that comes with it.
Yes.
There's always a great international star and someone you've just not seen before, and they just bring it. And also, keeping up with that, former Eve international champion is back. You is back. Once again, you is back, and she will be taking on Sadie Gibbs. Again, guys, look, please click the link below. Let's not waste any time. Women behaving badly is going to be off the chain. It's going to be a big one, guys. It's going to be a big one. And there are more matches. I guarantee you there's going to be more matches. And that's the best bit. You're going to be surprised by everything that comes out on that.
It's really bad because you're guaranteed to have 2 seats there because, you know, as AJ said, we can't make it. I am so gutted. I am truly gutted. I can't make it to this one. Like, yeah, go there. Let us know. Comment. Let us know what happened. We'll be watching, but let us know what happened in the arena
Yeah,
where the
we
camera is
need to
not
get
pointing.
that live
We
in
need to know
in
where the
the Big
camera's not
Penny
pointing.
social feel. How dare you guys miss this? This is what you missed out on. I'm willing
Have
to
you
feel.
found
I'm
Wally?
willing to no, I'm willing to feel jealous for this, but it's going to be all kinds of cool, guys. Once again, the link will be below to all things Eve, as well as how to get your tickets. So do get on there. You've only got a few days to get those tickets, but it will be worth. It will be worth it. It will be worth it. It's going to be one heck of a show. Look, yeah, to miss is to diss. As I always say this, it's not to diss us, it's not to diss Eve. You'll be dissing yourself. Right now, we're dissing ourselves by missing it. But that's why we're signing up to Eve to watch it.
But there's a reason. Look at it. We have to working hard so that we can make the money so we can
go
never
to
miss a
another
show
show
again.
Yeah.
I'm there
So
next
if you
month.
ever see us if you never see us at a show, it's because we're grafting to be at the next show. That's just the way it is. It's not like the tickets are expensive. The tickets are well priced. It's just that money.
Oh, the tickets are great, nicely priced. The beer is nice. The food's nice.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Everything is amazing about the space. It's just, and it's a great night. A Friday night. You finish work. You go to the show, you have a good time, you go home and you rest, and then you have to rest your vocals because you've been screaming all freaking Friday.
Yeah.
So you can go work on Monday. But this time, it's industry working, late hour guy, late hour.
Yeah. Hospitality freaks, here we are. But yeah, okay, guys. No, once again, tune in. It's going to be amazing. Until the next time, I'm the one AJ Anthony Jordan.
I'm Dan the Tech, the wrestling fan that loves Eve Wrestling.
Okay, guys, we are out. Thank you very much. See ya.